Om Vakratundaaya Om Ekadantaaya Vidmahe Vakratundaaya Dhimahi Tanno Dantif Prachodayat Saraswati Namastubhyam Varade Kamarupini Vidyarambham Karishyami Siddhir Bhavatu Me Sada Vagarthaviva Sampriktau Vagartha Pratipattaye Jagatah Pitarau Vande Parvati Parameshwarau येनाक्षरसमाम्नायम् अधिगम्य महेश्वरात् कृत्स्नं व्याकरणं प्रोक्तं तस्मै पाणिनये नमः। वाक्यकारं वररुचिं भाष्यकारं पतञ्जलिं पाणिनिं सूत्रकारं च प्रणतोऽस्मि मुनित्रयम्। We are looking into samasas. And there, let me share what we were seeing last time, so we'll continue from there. Okay. Okay. This is what we were seeing last time. That we saw there is a laukika vigraha and an alaukika vigraha. What is the vigraha vakya? That which gives you a sentence. That's it, not gives you. It is a sentence with which you understand a compound. You are breaking, splitting a compound to understand it. And a sentence which enables you understand a compound is called a samasa vigraha vakya. Why samasa? Because if you want to understand a tadita, that may also be called vigraha. But here it is samasa vigraha. Generally, samasa alone we call it vigraha. We don't say vigraha for others, but it's a possibility. So what is laukika vigraha? In the common language, what we talk, like we say ragyaha purushaha. It is common Sanskrit grammar. And when we use such words to understand the compound, it is called a laukika vigraha. Loke bhavaha laukika. What is a laukika vigraha? Instead of saying ragyaha purusha, we say what? Rajan ngas purusha su. What is ngas and su? A fifth case and first case vibhaktis as Panini Maharaj presents it. Okay. What is the purpose? Forget about nas and su. What should you know? What are the two pratipadikas that comprise this compound? Compromise. Sorry. What makes the compound? Samasa ghatakaha. Ghatakaha means that which will cause a compound to be made. So we have to identify what are the components in the compound. That's important. So you should not think, ragyaha is a component. It's not. In Rajapurusha, Raja is a component. No, it's not. It is Rajan and Purusha. This Pratipadika knowledge is very important when we want to understand samasas. And before you understand samasas, what should you understand to know samasas? We should have a fairly good understanding of karakas and vibhaktis. How the words come together. So people say, Swami, I don't understand compound. Hey, do you understand karaka and vibhakti well? If you don't, samasa will always be hard. So we have to understand in a sentence how words relate with each other. Then what are you doing? Two nouns are related. Instead of using two nouns where the words themselves express a relationship, you remove the relationship part. Like I'm saying, ragyaha purushaha. This ragyaha tells you what? Of the king. Purushaha. See, whenever you see a samasa vigraha vakyam, you should see what is the word in the first case. What is the word in the first case? Suppose I say Atma Jnanam. Or I say Brahma Vidya. Let's say Brahma Vidya. You all know what Brahma Vidya means. What does Brahma Vidya mean in English? You will say knowledge of Brahman. How will you say it in Sanskrit? Any one of you.
Knowledge about Brahman.
Now, in Sanskrit, how will you give the Vigraha Vakyam? That's the question. Yes. Sampath, go ahead.
Brahmanaha Vidya.
Brahmanaha Vidya. Correct. Brahmanaha Vidya. Now, the next question is, what is Brahmanaha case?
Is it sixth case here, maybe? And second case, maybe.
Sixth case, singular.
One.
All right. And Vidya is what case and number?
1, 1.
Good. Now, so what is there in the first case?
Vidya.
Vidya. Now, suppose I say, Brahma Vidyam Patha. Brahma Vidyam Patha. What will you understand?
Learn Brahma Vidya.
Learn Brahma Vidya. Now, drop the word Brahma. Suppose, can I say, Brahmanaha Patha? Will it make sense? Just Brahmanaha Patha. Separate sentence, okay? Will it make sense? No. Vidyam Patha. Will it make sense?
No.
Vidyam Patha. Will it make sense?
No.
Why? I'm asking you to translate the sentence. Vidyam Patha. Is it wrong? Is it an illegitimate sentence?
Doesn't make sense, but it is a legitimate.
Why does it not make sense?
Learn knowledge. I don't know.
Learn knowledge. Now you can ask me more questions. Is it grammatically a wrong sentence?
Grammatically may not be.
Okay.
It's okay.
Now I say Brahmana Patha. Is it grammatically wrong sentence? Does it make any sense to you? See, keep one thing in mind. Patha. This is why I said you should remember all our basics. We have done a lot of homework, okay, to bring you where you are. Patha. What is Patha? Somebody has to tell me what is Patha. Don't give me the meaning. Now I want to know precisely. More precisely. Yes, Priyanka.
Lord Plakara. Second person.
Tell me everything about it that you can tell me.
Second person singular.
Tell me more about it.
When you're requesting or giving an order.
No, I'm interested in what is Patha denoting?
Second person, you.
Is it denoting the karta or the karma?
Karta.
Karta. Good. So Patha is denoting the karta. All right. Okay. Now, what does that karta need for Patana Kriya?
Object, karma.
An object, a karma. Therefore, Vidyam Patha. Does it make sense?
Yeah.
That's the minimum sentence you will make.
Yes. Yeah.
Right? If I say Patha, you will have to say Sakarmaka dhatu. Kim Pataniyam? Vidya. Therefore, Vidyam Patha. Now, Brahmana Patha. Does it make sense?
No.
It won't make sense. Okay? What you should keep in mind, in every Vigraha Vakya, there will be something in the first case. There has to be. Now, when I say that, keep this in mind. Suppose I say, Brahma Vidyayaha pustakam kutra asti. Brahma Vidyayaha pustakam. What do you understand now? Kutra asti. Kutra asti. Who might want to say something? Santosh, go ahead. Good. Unmute yourself first.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Kutra means where?
Yeah.
The pustakam.
Kutra asti first. Kutra asti.
Where
okay.
is?
Pustakaha kutra asti.
Where is the
or pustak, not pustaka, pustakam, neuter. Pustakam kutra asti.
Where is the book?
Where is the book? Now which book? Brahma Vidyayaha Pustakam.
The book of Brahma Vidya.
Correct? Now, what did we do here? You see, basic sentence will always have something in Prathama Vibhakti. If it's Kartari Prayoga, it will be what? What will Prathama
Kartari
Vibhakti?
Prayog. The karta.
The Karta. If it's Karmani Prayoga, what will be the first case?
The karma. The karma.
Karma. Good. That's good. This you should never forget, okay? Till you are alive, if you are looking up Sanskritam, this should never be forgotten. Okay. Now the point is, if you take any compound, I said, Brahma Vidyayaha Pustakam Kutra Asti. Now, what is Brahma Vidyayaha? What's the case and number? And what's the Pratipadikam?
6-1 and Brahma Vidya.
Good. Now,
Brahma-
Brahma Vidya is the Pratipadikam, correct? And this Brahma Vidya, we want to know what kind of compound it is. Right? So, what should we try to do? Make a Vigraha Vakya. All right. What is the Vigraha Vakya going to be? Do you
Brahmana.
know? Brahmanaha Vidya. What does it mean? Suppose I say, now I say, Mama Lekhani. Mama Lekhani. What do you understand?
My pen.
My pen. Now, Brahmanaha Vidya. What do you understand?
Vidya of Brahman.
Is that correct? Is that Brahmaji's Vidya? Does it belong to Brahman? Like the pen belongs to me? Yes? No? What do you think? No. Good. Then what is Brahmanaha Vidya? Who wants to answer?
Vidya about the Brahman.
Vidya about Brahman. Who said that?
Malati.
Malati. Okay. What do you mean by about Brahman? Is it seventh case? Vishaya Saptami?
Can come sixth, but
Yes, Amyanshu.
Sixth case.
Sixth case. Why sixth case?
Of Brahman.
Of. No, but of Brahman, I told you. Of Brahman also means, Brahman's house. It belongs to Brahmaji.
Here,
you see
there is a subtle difference between, 2-1 and 6-1.
Huh?
2-1 and 6-1.
What did you say? There is a
subtle difference. One is
there's a big difference. 2-1 and 2-1, 6-1 and 6-1. They're very different things, right? So
one is
you're not entirely wrong. Okay? Let me explain now. See, what I'm trying to show you is this. Until we understand Karaka and Vibhaktis, Samasa will not go far. So if I give a sentence, Brahmana Vidya, I should be able to say it is Vidya. Now, what does it really mean? It means the Vidya whose object is Brahman. That's what it means. And you have to use sixth case there. Why? Because Vidya happens to be a Kridanta word. Now you see the problem. How do you know Vidya is Kridanta word? You better know. With this dhatu, it's taking a pratyaya and then become Vidya. So you see the connections? Unless we appreciate these connections, language doesn't come easily. Now the thing is, there Brahma Vidya means what? Vidya for which the karma is what? Not Punya Papa. The grammatical karma, the object is Brahman. That is called Brahma Vidya. Alright? So now when I said, Brahma Vidyayaha Pustakam Kutra Asti. Now you start with Brahma Vidyaya. You can try to split the compound at that level, but not a very smart thing to do, especially in the beginning. What do you do now? First, you reduce it to the first case. What is it? Brahma Vidya. All right. Having done that, now you try to understand what is the relationship between Brahma and Vidya, and put that in a sentence. And to put that in a sentence, you have to know Karakas, Bhaktis pretty well. And you should know Pratipadikas. Sometimes It will be very, you can split a word in multiple ways and they will all seem to make two words. But how you split will make all the difference. So samasas will always take a little more grounding in the language to understand well. Right? But you get the basics first. So I'm saying in the Vigraha Vakya, there will be a word in the first case. And whatever in the first case, in Kartari Prayoga, that will be the word which is denoted by the verb. Are you with me? The verb denotes the Karta. And whatever verb denotes, whether it's Kartari Prayoga or Karmani Prayoga, what case will it be in? First case. This is 2 a.m. question, okay? You cannot afford to forget it. Whatever is denoted by a verb has to be in the first case. If it denotes karta, karta will be in first case. If it denotes karma, karma will be in first case. There's no choice there. No choice at all. This is rule number 1. Then you can talk some Sanskritam. So now Brahma Vidya is the word in that Brahmana Vidya. Now in this, what we will say is whatever is the word in the compound or sometimes outside the compound, which is denoted by a verb, that is called pradhana. Understand the word? Pradhana. I explained it last time, but now I'm trying to make it more clear to you. What is pradhana? You have to find out. But we don't know how to find out. Correct. So we will reverse the game a little. If I tell you what's the compound, you should tell me what is pradhana. Because what are we going to say now? What is Tatpurusha? Do you remember from last time? What is Tatpurusha? Who will tell me?
Uttarapada Pradhanam.
Uttarapada Pradhanam. Good. Uttarapada Pradhanam. Now, Brahma Vidya is Uttarapada Pradhanam. What do you understand? Forget everything else, okay? What do you understand if I say Brahma Vidya Uttarapada Pradhanam? You know that the Vidya is being talked about. Are you with me? Pradhanam means that is talked about, means that is what is denoted by the verb. It's being talked about. Now, why is there another word, Brahma? Because it in somehow, in some way, adorns the second word, Vidya. It tells you something more about the Vidya through a relationship. Are you with me? And what you're trying to understand is what is that relationship? Any compound, you have two words, right? So now I say Rama Lakshmana. Rama Lakshmana. Okay. What is the case? 1. Good. Could be 2, 1 also, 2, 2 also, but let's keep it as 1, 2. First case, do Rama Lakshmana. Now, there are two words, Rama, Lakshmana. What is the relationship between them? Now, Uttara Pada Pradhanam is Tatpurusha. What is Ubhaya Pada Pradhanam?
Vandva.
Dvandva. Ubhaya Pada Pradhanam is Dvandva. What does that mean to you? Now, what is Pradhanam? That which is denoted by a verb. That which is the subject matter of looking into in some way. So when I said Brahma Vidya, what is the main thing we're looking at? Pradhanam was Vidya. If it is Dvandva, what is primary? Both. They're equally valid. Therefore, what does Bhagavan say in the Gita? Among compound, what is he? Dvandvaha. He is equal in everything, okay? You see how it all connects. So it is all equal. Because Paramatma has no plus and minus for anybody. Everything is the same. Therefore, he is Samasanam Dvandvaha. Ishvaraha. So if I say Rama Lakshmana, what will the verb connect with? When I say Brahma Vidya, what did verb connect with? You could not say, you could not say Brahmana Patha. You have to say Vidyam Patha was okay. Brahma Vidyam Patha okay. But Brahmana Patha didn't make sense. What is it really talking about? Patha? Vidya. Similarly now, if Rama Lakshmana is there, I say Rama Lakshmana Anaya. Anaya means what? Naya. Bring. Whom will you bring?
Both.
Yes? Whom will you bring?
Both.
You have to unmute yourself and speak if you try to speak. Manjula. First unmute, then speak. Yeah.
Both of them.
Both of them. So now that is what is meant by Ubhaya Pada Pradhana.
Pradhana.
And Ubhaya need not mean just two.
It could be
I
many.
could have four.
Yeah, could be.
Rama, Bharata, Lakshmana, Shatrugnan, Anaya. Now, Shatrugnan, Anaya. What case and number is it?
2, 3.
2, 3.
2, 3.
You put your hand down now. Yeah, 2, 3. So now, in that, first what you should do, you convert it to singular. I mean, convert it to first case. What would it be? Rama, Lakshmana, Bharata, Shatrugna. Keep it simple. All right. Now, seeing these four words, if you have some knowledge of our culture, you would know they are all pradhana. And you will not have four words together like this in plural. Okay. In a dvandva, the gender, there are two types of dvandva, but common type of dvandva we see is called itaretara dvandva. And in that, the number of the compound will depend on whether the compound has got 1, 2, or 3 or more members. Ekam will be Ekavachana, Rama Lakshmana 2 will become what? Divachana, Rama Lakshmana Bharata 3. Therefore what? Bahuvachana, Rama Lakshmana Bharata Shatrugna will become what? 4 Vachana? No, Bahuvachana only. Right? If you add Sita and Hanuman also, what will it be? Bahuvachana only. Okay. Therefore, in iterator, do you know what will happen? Gender will tell you also, it will give you a clue. It will give you a clue. See, I don't use second dual for Brahma Vidya. I use singular. I use singular. But when I use Rama Lakshmana, I cannot say Rama Lakshmana. I have to say Rama Lakshmana because the meaning is indicating multiple things. Either 2 or 3. Cannot be 1. If it's 1, it's not a samasa. Forget it. In a dvandva. So you have either 2 or 3 or more. Okay. One more thing to keep in mind. So now, Uttara Pada Pradhanam is what? Tat Purusha. Okay. Ubhaya Pada Pradhanam is what?
Dvandva.
Dvandva. Good. Anya Pada Pradhanam is what?
Bahuvrihi.
Bahuvrihi. Good. Do you all understand these words to some extent? Good. Now, what is the gender of a Tatpurusha compound? There are two words, right? Purvapada, Uttarapada. What would the gender of the compound be decided by us, Manjula? Unmute, yeah.
Uttarapada.
Uttarapada. What about Dvandva?
Neutral, probably.
Oh.
Because
Both Dvandva, the iteratara Dvandva and the Tatpurusha, the gender is
of the
of the
Uttarapada.
Uttarapada.
Okay.
Okay. Gender is the Uttarapada.
Uttarapada.
Is that clear?
Yes.
All right. Now, when I say Bahuvrihi, Anya Pada Pradhanam, What will the gender of the Bahuvrihi be? You keep in mind what is Bahuvrihi first. Yes, Priyanka.
What the final word is denoting.
Which means the Anya Pada.
Anya.
So if I could say Jagat Karta. Okay? Jagat Karta.
Mhm.
Now, Jagat Karta is not good. Why? It's Tat Purusha. Bad example for me to give you. Right? So now, let me say. What?
Dashamukha. Last time it was.
Lokanayaka.
Lokanayaka. Let's take Lokanayaka. Good. Lokanayaka is better. I like it. Correct. Dashakantha, I want to use a different example. Lokanayaka. Now, look. Now I'm going to tell you something, Priyanka. Lokanayaka is Tatpurusha compound. Okay? How will you give me the Vigraha? What do you know is the first case word now?
Nayaka.
Good. So what case should be in the Vigraha Vakya?
Lokasya Nayaka.
Lokasya Nayakaha. Add the vibhakti, okay? Lokasya Nayakaha. Lokanayakaha. All right? All right. Now I say, no, I want to make Lokanayaka, I mean the Bahuvri. Now what will you do? What does it mean now?
Lokasya Nayakaha Yasya.
Don't try. No Lokasya, okay? Won't work right now. What you should understand now, neither Nayaka nor Loka is the intended meaning of the compound. Is this clear?
No.
Now the question is, then who is the meaning of the compound? That has to be what has to come out of the Vigraha. So I will say, Lokaha Nayakaha Yasya Saha. Lokaha Nayakaha Yasya Saha. What is Saha? What case?
Masculine.
What case?
One.
Good. One. First case. Right? Prathama Vibhakti. Now, Loka is also Prathama Vibhakti.
Mhm.
Nayakaha is also Prathama Vibhakti in the Vigraha Vakya. Saha is also Prathama Vibhakti. Which one is the one which I am denoting now? Yasya. That tells you what? It is not Loka, it is not Nayaka. How will you translate? Lokaha, Nayakaha, Yasya, Saha. How will you translate?
One who is the
See, Yasya.
whose.
For whom? Yes. Whose? For whom? Yeah. Nayakaha.
Leader.
The leader.
Mhm.
One for whom the leader is Lokaha. Saha. He. One for whom the Loka is the Nayaka is what now?
Lokanayaka.
Lokanayakaha. Another way of looking at it is what? One who is the Nayaka of the Loka. Now you ask Mr. Modi or our Honorable Prime Minister, are you Lokanayaka? Yes, I am Lokanayaka. Which one? Which Lokanayaka are you? 5 years you are Lokanayaka. In May, what you will become? Till now you are Tatpurusha. Now you will become what? Bahurihi. You understand? Do you understand the implication? The democracy, right? So Loka is the Nayaka for other people. There is no Loka Nayaka other than what you make out of him. But he thinks I am Loka Nayaka. Okay? Then election will tell you whether Loka Nayaka or not. You know? So the point is, if I say a compound is Bahuvri, what should you know immediately? It is not denoting Uttarapada. It is not denoting Purvapada. I'm flipping the way I'm trying to make this compound understood, okay? Because we are going from lack of understanding of Vigraha Vakya to trying to make a Vigraha Vakya. So first let us try to understand. If I tell you it Bahuri, how will you make a Vigraha Vakya? If I tell you it's Satpurusha, how will you do it? So I'm trying to reverse the thinking a little, okay? This is not how it's normally taught. I'm deliberately reversing it so you can make more sense out of it. Okay. So this way, now you understand this Lokanayaka is one kind of word. I could have even a different word. I could have a word like Rajeshwaraha. What are the two words now? Rajeshwaraha.
Raja Ishvara.
Whoever answers, raise your hand. That will help. So you will also get a chance. Others also get a chance.
That's
It will be nicer. So Raja and Ishvara. Correct. Raja and Ishvara. Now I'll ask you the next question. What is the relationship between Raja and Ishvara? Now you answer.
um,
You have to think.
The-
Suppose I say word Rajeshwara. What will you understand? What are the possibilities?
the god of
The god of kings, is it?
Raj.
One possibility. Good. What are the other possibilities?
Raja eva Ishvara.
The god for
Raja is the king. I mean, Raja is Ishvara. What is the other possibility? Raja is Ishvara for whom? What is another possibility? Raja and Ishvara.
oh,
You see now how many possibilities I have created here? One is Rajanam Ishvaraha, Rajeshwaraha, Chakravarti, Maharaja, who is the king of kings. Okay? Then Raja Ishvaraha Yasya Saha. Who would be Rajapurusha? Rajapurusha will be Rajeshwaraha. Raja Ishvara Yasya Saha. Are you with me? One for whom the king is Bhagavan. He is an employee of the king. Then I'm saying Raja and Ishvara are both walking together. You know, there is King Dilipa and he has prayed and Bhagavan Vishnu has appeared and they're walking together. Why not? Possible. So now, which compound is it? What is the meaning? Contextually, you have to see. Therefore, from our perspective, when we are studying a bhashyam or studying any book and we say it's Bahuri, it's Dvandva, it's Satpurusha, you should do what? Be able to make sense out of what? Therefore, what's the implication? Because to make Vigraha Vakya first will be harder on you. But you will keep hearing Vigraha Vakyas over and over in classes. And many of us will, that's how we learn. We don't learn compound by some theory, okay? It doesn't work that way. The more compounds you see, the more you understand. That's how it works. So the best way to learn compound is we study more. Yes, Harsha.
Swamiji, would it be possible to make one called Ishvaranam Raja? Ishvaranam Raja.
Yeah, you can. You can. But see, now, when I say Raja Purusha, why can I not make it Purusha Raja also? I could. Same question will apply there too. Correct? So the question is, how do I understand this compound? This is where the conventions and the language came first. Grammar came later. All right. Now, though I say Rajyaha Purushaha Raja Purusha, who decides what word should come late and what word should come first? Language is like this, okay? Therefore, the grammar rule says what? If Uttara, look at the Vigraha Vakya. Rajyaha Purusha. What is Pradhanam? Purusha. Therefore, that should come second if it's a Tat Purusha. If you misplace the order, you will have a different Vigraha Vakya. But it is possible. Okay? Now I say, I'll give you an example, okay? Rajadantaha. Okay? Rajadantaha. Now, what are the two words there?
Rajan and
And?
Danta.
Okay, good. What is Danta?
Teeth.
Teeth. What is Rajan?
King.
King. Now you tell me what's the meaning Rajadanta. Raja Purusha, you know, what is Rajadanta?
Elephant.
No.
No.
Think carefully. Raja Purusha is what? Rajya Purusha. Right? Then what should Raja Danta be?
It
I'm just
means
wanting to extend logic, okay?
Rajyah Dantah.
Therefore, what will it mean then? Correct. What will it mean?
Tooth of the king.
Correct. But you know what Raja Danta means? Dantanam Raja. It's reversed. It's reversed. Okay. But there's a different rule governing the Raja Danta. How will we know, Swamiji? You won't know. Compounds are not so simple. You won't know to front to start with. But certain words like Rajadanta exist. But general rule in Tatpurusha is the second word is pradhanam. If I say Tatpurusha, second word is pradhanam, which means the first one will take the case ending. Second will be first case. This is why I'm emphasizing first case, okay? So if I say Rajya Purusha, Purusha is first case. How do you know? Because Raja Purusha told me it's Tatpurusha. Raja Ishvaraha, Tatpurusha. Then Ishvaraha is first case. Second will have some case. I mean, the first word will have some case. Rajanam Ishvaraha. He'll have. But suppose that Bahurihi, it'll be Raja Ishvaraha Yasya Saha or something like that. If I say Dvandva, Raja cha Ishvarascha, it won't be Rajesh, it won't be Rajeshwara, it will be Rajeshwarau. If I give you Rajeshwaraha, it cannot be Dvandva. Rule out. Rule it out. Okay? But if I say Rajeshwari, what will you do? Raja Rajeshwari. Now, it could be Tatpurusha with feminine. It could be Bahuri converted to feminine. Because Bahuri can take any gender. Whether it's who is being denoted by Bahuri will determine the gender. That if you can have, Kritakrityaha, Kritakritya, Kritakrityam. All three are valid. What does Kritakritya mean? One who has done what is to be done. Krita, Kritam, Krityam, Yena, Saha. What kind of compound is that? Kritam, Krityam, Yena, Saha. What kind of compound?
Bahubri Swamiji.
Bahuri. This you should be able to spot. And if you didn't, if I tell you it's Bahuri, you should be able to see it is not Krityasya Kritam or something like that. That much you should be able to see. That's the first step. Okay. So Uttara Pada Pradhanam Prayena Tatpurushaha. Generally Tatpurusha. Rajadanta, you will see it's trouble. Okay. Ubhaya Pada Pradhanam or Sarva Pada Pradhanam is what? Dvandva compound. And if it is, no pada is pradhanam, anya pada pradhanam, then it is what? Bahuvrihi. What is purva pada pradhanam? Avyayi bhavaha. That is a compound which we will come to last. Okay? Less used and some more difficulties sometimes. Tatpurusha and Bahuvrihi are two that you will have to know well. Because those two can be confused with each other. And that's when you have to figure out now which one is it, Tatpurusha or Bahuri. You will not have a doubt. Is Dandwa or Bahuri? You won't have a doubt normally. It's Dandwa or Tatpurusha, you won't have a doubt. Because gender and number will give it away. They're straightforward. Cha cha cha, you add, it's over. Cha 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 compound is Dandwa. Ramascha, Krishnascha, Lakshmanascha, you add, cha cha cha. That's what I mean by cha cha cha. And. Conjunctions. But when it comes Tatpurusha and Bahuri, Pitambara. What is Pitambara now?
Pitam Ambaram Yasya Saha.
Nagarajanji, good.
Thank you.
Okay. Look, if all of you are happy answering like this on your own without raising your hand, I'm fine with that too. All right? Because that spontaneity I don't want to take away also. At the same time, I should hear one voice. That'll be good. Okay, so let me not restrict you guys. It's fine. You can answer when you want to. But everybody, some same person shouldn't keep answering because others won't get a chance then. All right. So, what did you say, Nagarajan, again?
Itam ambaram yasya saha.
Is there any other possibility? Learn to see possibilities now.
Pita ambaram. Tatpurusha.
Pitam ambaram. Right? What does that mean?
So Tatpurusha, yellow cloth.
What does it mean? Yellow cloth. Now, Pitambara means which one now? Yellow cloth or one who has yellow cloth? You have to know. Right? And if I say Pitambara, then what will happen? Then Niru will qualify. One who is wearing a yellow cloth, feminine. Right? You understand? So, when you see a word, you have to see what that can mean. Potentials. And then, based on the context, you have to understand which one is it likely to be. Okay? So, primary distinction is what? Tatpurusha, Dvandva, Bahuvrihi, Avyayi Bhava. These are four compounds which are well talked about. If it doesn't fit into any of these, why wouldn't it fit into any of these? There are some words like that. Not only that, see, most of the language we have in the Sanskrit grammar today is based on Panini's work. A lot of people don't know it until they study Panini, but you will discover if you study Panini, that's where it comes from. Now, he tells you, see, from where did you get the word Tatpurusha, Bahuvrihi? Where did you get all these? These are all defined by Sutrakara. Sangya. And he probably found it already in use in the language. But he defined what they are. And how do they define them? There are some ways. As to which word can combine with the word. You cannot combine any two words just because they're there. Just because you have words in a sentence, you cannot replace all relationship with compound. It's not possible. Which relationships can be expressed or replaced by a compound is governed in the language. And therefore, the rules of grammar indicate this tendency or this feature of the language, telling you how the compounding rules are in the language. Not how they should be, how they are, how they were in the language. But in some cases, we allow for certain freedom. But that freedom is not allowed to people who know, not those who don't. Because if we don't have a standard, like Harsha raised the question, how do you know a compound goes this way or that way? There will be disorder, there will be chaos. So you have to know what a compound, at least people who know the language should know what it means. This is what Panini's work is. What is Shishta Bhasha? What is the right usage for the Veda? What is right usage? What is not a very good usage? He's not saying nobody uses it. He says that is not Arya. It is not a usage which is proper. Not up to mark of people who know. Therefore, which is Tatpurusha, which is Bahurihi, which is Dvandva, which is Avyayi Bhava is defined in some way. But there are certain words which are compounded, but there are no specific rules to make the compound. Such rules, how do they combine? They combine how we see them in the language. Now, Anekaha. Have you heard the word Aneka or not? What is Aneka? Na ekaha. Right? What kind of a compound is that? Na ekaha. Ekaha is being denied. Eka is pradhana. It's called a Nanj Tatpurusha compound. All right? Anekaha. Now, there is another word. Naikaha. Naikaha. Are you hearing me? I'm not writing anything today. I'm just talking to you, okay? Because I like to see all your faces. Na eka. Same vigraha vakya. Na eka. Naikaha. Now what kind of compound is this? This is not Tatpurusha. Then what is it, sir? This happens to be a non-specific type. I told you we call it what? Sup supa. Sup combined with sup to form sup supa. If you remember soup, you'll understand this, okay? Sup supa. But what is the basis? See, naikaha is equal to anekaha. There is no difference in meaning. No difference at all. Yet there are two words in the language. Anekaha will be called nantat purusha. Naikaha will be what? Naikaha will be what? Not naika. Naikaha is vigraha. Naikaha is what? It is sup supa. So does it matter that sup supa or bahuri, what it is to you? It doesn't. Unless it matters only in how you understand the word. Yes, Bhuma?
Swamiji, when we have this naikaha, how do I know whether it is a sandhi, na ekaha, naikaha, sandhi or
Could be. Could be. Could be. Sometimes you have to see the context again. I agree. I understand what you're saying. We have to look at the context.
Okay.
Okay. Sometimes there is swaras involved.
Okay.
Okay. Vedika swaras. Some of these may be only caught through Vedika swaras, may not be available for us to distinguish. It could be both.
Okay.
It could be optional. You know, there'll be other factors which come on it. Valid question, but no textbook answer.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. So basically, what I'm saying is this: from where we are going, Bhuma, your hand can go down. So I'm not in doubt. You have a doubt. Okay. So we have to see, if we say, I'm just trying to show you, if we say that Purusha, what do you understand? If we say Bahuri, what do you understand? This is first understanding you get. Then we go to the next step of trying to, write a compound or make one ourselves, etc. That makes more sense to me. Okay. Is it clear so far what we've discussed? Because this pradhana should be very clear. If it is not, you will get in trouble. Yes, Raji.
Swamiji, in Bahuvrihi compound, the two words take the same case ending?
Not always.
Oh, okay.
Not always. They are called Vyadikarana Bahuri when they are not in the same case. We'll look at them. But what's important is this, before we get we will look at some of these classifications. If you look at Samskrita Harita Samasa, it will give you a lot of them in Bahuri, varieties. There is Nanj Bahuri, Vyadikarana Bahuri, Samanadikarana Bahuri, a lot of things. But first you understand what Bahuvrihi means what. Now, if I told you it is this kind of Bahuri, that kind, it will give you some more information about the meaning of the word. A simple example I'll give you, not go to Bahurihi right now, but in a Tatpurusha, which a Tatpurusha is Pura Uttara Pada Pradhanam. But I could have a word like, Naravyagra. Naravyagra. What is Naraha?
Human?
A human. What is Vyagra?
A tiger?
A tiger. What kind of compound is Naravyagra? What could it mean?
Tatpurusha?
Correct. Why? Correct. Why? Now, okay, Tatpurusha. I grant you it's Tatpurusha. Correct. Now the next question is, which is Pradhana now?
If I say Tatpurusha, it is Vyagra supposed to be.
Now that is why I said Prayena. Okay. All right, Deepthi, what do you have to say?
Here, Naraha is Pradhana.
Okay, good. Then Naravyagra, it is Uttar Pada or Purva Pada? It's okay, what you said is correct.
Because the quality of Nara is being highlighted.
Correct. That's because you know the language. That's correct. Okay. But what is the Vigraha Vakya?
It is like a Vishesha and Vishesha Bhava. It will be Karma
You tell me now,
Dharana.
what is the Vigraha?
Vigraha Vakya, I don't know how to construct, but it looks Karma.
Try. There are only 2 words. You can do it. You have enough knowledge to do it. Try.
Samasa Vyagraha. The person having quality
Now,
of Vyagra.
correct. Look at it slightly differently. Say it in slightly differently. You're on the right track. Say it a little differently. Don't say quality of etc. A person who is like a tiger. Naraha Vyagraha Iva. Iva does not come to the compound, but it's then the Vigraha Vakya. Okay? Now, in this what happened? It is the Upamana Upameya Sambandha. Comparison and compared. What it's compared with and a compared, right? Naraha Vyagraha Iva. See, this is all by the way. Okay, I'm just having some fun right now. We will look into it a little more as we go. So just relax. So Naraha Vyagraha Iva. Now, if I tell you, what is Upama there?
Vyagra.
Vyagra. Is it Purvapada or Uttarapada?
Vyagra here it's Uttarpada.
Good. So suppose I say now, it is Upama Uttarapada Karmadharaya Tatpurusha Samasaha. Suppose I said this. Then you should be able to form the Vigraha Vakya. This is how classifications help, okay? That you're able to do more. Otherwise, what is it? It's a Karmadhara. It's a Tatpurusha primarily. But not clear because both are Pradhana. Is it Dvandva then? No. If it is Dvandva, the number should have become 2. Should have become what? Purusha Vyagrau, Nara Vyagrau. Then it would be Nara and a Vyagra. Right? So it is not Dvandva. It is not Dvandva. It is not Bahuri. We are not talking of something else. We are not talking of some third thing. We are talking of Nara only. Because in the context, we say, hey, this guy is so brave, he fought off 20 fellows alone. Nara Vyagra. Now you know what it means. You can see the Gauna Samanya, the Guna Samanya, you can see. That's what you said. Quality is similar. But technically, as it said, there is Upama. Okay? But it could be reversed too. There are other compounds where this is reversed. That will also Tatpurusha. But the Vigraha Vakya will say it is what? It will tell the name. It will tell a different name for it. Now, these names really are not airtight. These names are not etched in stone. What is clear is there is either Uttarapada or Purvapada, and sometimes that is said Prayena. See, in a compound where there is a Vishesha and a Vishesha Bhava, where there's one is qualifier, one is qualified. Like I say, in English, I say, what do you listen to? Hard rock. Hard rock. What is hard and what is rock? One qualifies the other. Okay? Now the point is, what is the case of hard? Big rock. Big rock. Mahat Utpalam. Big rock. Big rock. What is it? What are you talking about? Rock or big? We are talking about rock only. What is big? It is a qualifier, qualified. But both are in first case. I said pradhana oil in first case. Swamiji, both are in first case. What should I do? We have to be understanding. I'm giving you some basis, but it's not airtight. Okay. So the Vigraha Vakyas are quite diverse. They're not all alike. There'll be some diversity. But primarily, you have a few well-known flavors, which we try to understand. And then what do? You understand a few, and then we hear another one, you connect to one of them. Okay? That's what we try to do. So I have not given an example really of Avyay Bhava because we will come to it a little later. It doesn't add a whole lot of value immediately. Okay? But any questions so far? Good. All right, let's go back to our text now. Now you can see what I have said here will make sense to you, okay? Now, this Kevala Samasa, I added a few examples now because last time I hadn't told you many. Last thing you have to look at, but that's how it is. Purvam bhutaha, vigraha vakya. What is the compound? Bhuta purvaha, like Bhuta Purva Pradhana Mantri. You know, Purvam adrishtaha, adrishta purvaha. Why this compound is formed? There is no clear rule. This is there in the language. What is there in the language and is not specifically got any rule from Panini will fit into what? Kevala samasa or supsupa samasa. So never try to understand supsupa samasa first. Okay. It is known by elimination, parisheshya. Okay. If you can't fit anywhere else and it's a compound in the language, you can say, to my knowledge, it's not anything else. Because in the beginning, everything will look like Kevala Samasa otherwise, because I don't know any compound. That's not true. For a person who knows what cannot fit into any bucket, will be Kevala Samasa. Okay, there are a few. Don't worry about it right now. Now, Tat Purushadi Vishesh Sangya Vinirmuktaha Samasaha Sangya Samas Sangya Matra Yuktaha Kevala Samasa. It does not have the name Tat Purusha, Bahuvrihi, Dvandva, Vyai Bhava. That's called Kevala. Then what are the Vishesha then? This is Vishesha Vinirmukta, free from any special name, special relationships. Then what is the word with special names? That is Vishesha Samasa. What are they? Tat Purushadi Vishesha Sangya Yuktaha. Those which are endowed with, which have qualifying names. And what are they? Mainly Tat Purusha, Bahuvrihi, Dvandva, and Avyayi. Okay. All right. Avyayi bhava compound will always be an avyaya. Avyayi bhava compound will always be an avyaya. What gender? Napumsakalinga. Avyaya gender is taken as Napumsakalinga. No linga, Napumsakalinga. Dvandva gender is same as Uttarapada. Bahuvrihi gender depend on what it qualifies. Tatpurusha gender same as Uttarapada. So Tatpurusha and Dvandva gender is Uttarapada. See, there is Dvandva which is called Samahar Dvandva, which will be looking at the Pradhana is neither Purvapada, nor Uttarapada, nor Anyapada. Pradhana there will be the meaning of the whole collection. That's an exception. It doesn't fit here. Prayena. General rules, exceptions will be there. Then Avyayi Bhava means what was not an Avyaya is made into an Avyaya. Anavyayam Avyayi Karoti, the Avyayi. Avyayi will come. All right. Now, what are the primary basis for classifying compounds which we have seen above? The basis is which pada is pradhana. All right. Yasya padasya arthaha prayaha kriyaya anvitaha bhavati saha arthaha pradhanam iti uchyate. This sentence now you should be able to make sense. Yasya padasya arthaha. The meaning of which word? Prayaha, generally. Kriyaya anvitaha bhavati is denoted by the kriya, is followed by the kriya. Saha arthaha, that meaning or that word, pradhanam iti uchyate. This is clear. Without understanding pradhana, I keep telling you Uttarapada pradhana, Purvapada pradhana, it won't make sense. Understand what is pradhana. Now, the first word in the compound is called what? Purvapada. What is the latter word called? Uttarapada. And in Dvandva, there can be more than two padas. So which is Uttarapada? It becomes irrelevant, okay? Because there is Rama, Lakshmana, Bharata, Shatrugna, which is Uttarapada. Don't try to find one. All four are having same status. There is no Purva Uttara. It is Purva Uttara only positionally, not for Pradhana. Positionally, it's important. See, you cannot make a compound. Shatrugna, Bharata, Rama, Lakshmana. That's not allowed. You cannot make a compound. Swami, why can I not make Shatrugna first? That's not allowed. Not allowed means what? It won't be Shishta Prayoga. You can make. It won't be considered as Shishta. All right. So there are rules like that. So in order to decide which word should come first, So suppose you have, you know, Hari Hara. Should the word compound be Hara Hari or Hari Hara? Have you ever heard Hara Hari Putran? Hari Hara Putran Ayyappan. Why not Hara Hari Putran? Don't ask. This is how the language is. This placement, which words come first? See, all are equally important. All are pradhana. All are denoted by the word in Dvandva. But which word comes first? There are rules. Sometimes there are options. You can do it this way or that way between certain words. Sometimes the importance is based on the length of the words. Sometimes it's based on some other factors. But there are bases. How will you know all this? You won't know for a long time, and even I don't remember most of them. It doesn't matter. Why? Because I'm not interested in writing new compounds. But when I see Hari Harau, I know how to interpret it. That's enough. That's all we need. If you want to be a Vyakarana, then you should know every rule. Vyakarana means what? I know all the grammar. Then you spend all your time studying Vyakarana and close Shankara Bhashya, because Vyakarana will require more time than Shankara Bhashya. That's how it works. Vyakarana is very, for those who get hooked to it, it's wonderful. I mean, you know, you get some adrenaline flowing when you start discovering the sutra. Ah, this will work, that will work. You feel good. That's good. In the beginning, it's good because that will make you learn well. Otherwise, you have no enthusiasm, all cold, you know. Vyakarana, say kya karna. No, that's not an attitude. We have to have some fire. And see how much fun it is to learn, okay? But don't get sucked. That's that balance we have to have. Okay. So let's go back now. So while each of these words has its own meaning in a compound, the Purva and Uttara Pada, the compound itself has a meaning which is distinct from either of the words. That's why you need a compound. The distinct meaning of the compound is primarily centered on the Purva Pada, Uttara Padas, all Padas, or a word different from both words constitute a compound. That word is called pradhanam. Okay? Whatever I've told you so far, I'm putting in English for you to understand. The pradhana pada will be in the first case in the vigraha vakyam. Okay? All right. Now, when a verb denotes a compound, a word in the compound, or sometimes a word outside the compound, I'm giving a basis, changes its number with the change in the number of the word. This is exactly what we did in Kartari and Karmani Prayoga. To understand, if I say pathanti, you should say what? Balaha. Pathati, balaha. Pathyate, pustakam. Pathyante, pustakani. How do you know what the number has to go along with the verb? What denotes? That same idea should be in the compound too. Nothing different, okay? This word in the compound may be Purvapada, Uttarapada, Ubhayapada, or Anya. So I'm just trying to make the word pradhana understood to you well. Okay. So now, if you know the type of the compound, one should be able to get some understanding of the relationship of the words forming the compound. I hope you got the sense of it today. Yeah. Let's go further. Yatha. Rajakumaraha gacchati is a sentence. Rajakumaraha gacchati. What does it really mean? Ragyaha kumaraha iti vigraha. Are you able to follow the sentence? What is the vigraha? Ragyaha kumara. Iti is like quotation mark. Okay. What is the Purvapadam? Rajan iti Purvapadam. Not Ragyaha, not Raj. Rajan. For this, what do you need? Thoda or Vyakaranam. Otherwise, you won't notice Pratipadi. This is why Alaukika Vigraha we need. Okay. Then Kumara, not Kumaraha. Kumara iti Uttarapadam. Gacchati iti Kriyapadam. Able to follow all this? These words are not difficult. Gamana kriyaya kumaraha iti uttarapadasya arthaha eva anvitaha bhavati natu purvapadasya Rajapadasya arthaha. So by the word gachati, goes, what is connecting? Kumara. Who is Kumara? King's Kumara. Not king. King is not moving. Moving is only Kumara, son, the prince. Therefore, Anvitaha means what? It follows, it aligns, it maps, it tracks, if I can use those words. The word Kumara is tracked by the word, but the word tracks the word Kumara, either way you say it. And not the word Raja. Ataha Raja Sambandhi Kumaraha Gachati Ityartha. Raja Sambandhi Kumaraha. What is pradhana? Kumaraha Gachati. Kumara. What is the compound going to tell you? How this Raja connects to Kumara is. It's a father in this case. Okay? Evancha atra Kumara padartha kriyaya anvitaha iti Kumara padartha pradhanam. Kumara is pradhanam. And in the compound here, Raja Kumara, what is Kumara? It is Uttarapada. Therefore, what do you understand? It is Tatpurusha. But how will we normally go? You don't know what it is. You don't know Rajyaha Kumara. If you know Rajyaha Kumara, you don't care what samasa it is really, because you know the meaning. The problem we don't know. Therefore, if I tell you it's Tatpurusha, what should you do? You should be able to form a Vigraha Vakya like this. Or understand it at least when it is told to start. Clear? Okay. Now, Prayaha. Uttara padartha pradhanaha tatpurusha. Generally, this is not always true. It can have exceptions. Uttara pada pradhana is called tatpurusha. All right. So, if a compound is classified as tatpurusha, we understand uttara pada is pradhana. Now, means what? It will be denoted by a verb denoting the compound. Means Uttarapada is linguistically of greater import in the compound, and the Purvapada in some way enriches, adorns the Uttarapada, informing us more about the Uttarapada. Kumara, Kasya Kumaraha, Rishi Kumaro va, Brahmana Kumaro va, Raja Kumaro va. Which Kumara? Who's Kumara? Kumara is son. Who's Kumara? Is Parvati Kumara, Ganesha. Go anywhere you like. Right? So, based on the Kumara is being told, some relationship of the Kumara is being told by the Purvapada. Both Purvapada and Uttarapada of the compounds, maybe compounds themselves. You can't be sure. They could be compounds. Then you will have a complication what to do. Simple compound you try first. Okay? Now, I have some exercise for you right now. Dvandvatitaha. Dvandvatitaha. Now, tell me, what are the two words in it? Yes, Manjula.
Dvandva, Atita.
Good. Now, there are two words, Dvandva and Atita. I am telling you it's a Tatpurusha compound, given. I am telling you it is a Tatpurusha compound. What can you do with that information? In the Vigraha Vakya, what is of Atita?
Atita is beyond.
What is the case of the word Atita in the Vigraha Vakyam? That's the question.
One.
So it will be what? Some Dvandva with some case and then Atitaha. Now the question is, which case should Dvandva take? What is Atita now? Yes, Deepti.
Excellent. Beyond.
Dvandvena atitaha.
Huh?
Dvitiya.
Dvitiya.
Dvandvena atitaha. Tritiya.
Tritiya. Why Dvandvena Atitaha? Why Tritiya?
Dvandvabhyam.
Free from doubts.
Dual.
Okay. See, these are all possibilities, okay? This is called Vivaksha. Understand? What is the intention? You cannot make a compound as you like it. I told you there are rules governed. We don't know them all. All right? But I'm just helping you explore now what we can do. So it is not Dvandvena Atita. Okay. Now let's try to understand the word atita. What is atita, Dipti?
Limitless.
Atita is a Kridanta word.
Good. You tell me the dhatu. Can you try? Ati ita. I'm giving the breakup. Ati ita.
Ita. Stha.
There is
Ita.
ta pratyaya.
Ta pratyaya. Then what is dhatu there? Correct. Ta pratyaya. What is dhatu there? I.
Tatam.
In gata. Good.
Ingata.
Ita. Gata. Ita. Ita is gata. Okay. So, atita. I'll translate it as transcended. Transcended. Ati ita. Atita. Okay. Now the question is it sakarmaka or akarmaka?
Akarmaka.
Deepti,
No, Sakarmaka it will be.
Harsha.
Sakarmaka.
Sakarmaka. Good. Sakarmaka. All right. Now, what should be, so does it require an object or not? If I say transcends, what will the question be?
Transcends
Transcends
what?
what? What does it transcend?
Dvandva.
Dvandva.
Therefore, what case should it be?
I was going to say 5, but
Yeah, see, but I'm just saying, your thoughts are all not being rejected, okay? You're all being creative and it's good. You should think. But there's Panini Maharaj has looked at the whole language and told us the word atita normally compounds or can compound with another word in second case and form a dvitiya tatusha compound. This is my knowledge, okay? Because I studied. So till I study, I don't know either. But all I'm saying is, I'm giving you a logical basis to see atita means transcend. Okay? And when you say transcended, look at one more thing now. Atita. Sorry, I did something here. Okay. When we say atita, is it denoting a karta or a karma? Or a karana? What is it denoting? Is it a person being talked about?
karma.
It's talking about a person, the one who has transcended. Atita. Suppose I say gata. Gata. What does gata tell you? You should now keep in mind why we have spent so much time doing preparatory classes, okay? Because I expect you to keep all those in your head. Otherwise, we don't know. Now, kta pratyaya you add. Gata. What can it mean? What are the possible vyutpattis? Kta pratyaya. Now you have to remember what is kta pratyaya, okay? What can it denote?
Karta.
Karta or... Yes, Priyanka, you heard something to say?
Karma for certain gati arthaka dhatu.
Good. What
and
else?
Karmaka dhatu.
Karta, karma, bhava. Kta pratyaya, right?
Yeah.
Now the question is, when can it denote the karta? Katyarthaka dhatu. Not karma. Karta for gatyarthaka dhatus. You got a little mixed up there. Kta is normally karmani bhava. No trouble. But not kartari in all cases.
Mhm.
Therefore, I can say Ramena gataha or Ramaha gata. Both are valid. You remember these sentences. We have had it in our exercises long ago. Ramena gataha also means Rama went in English. Rama gata also means Rama went. Both are valid. In Ramena gataha, gata is karma.
Karma.
Therefore, karta goes in tritiya. In Rama gataha, gata is taken as kartari. Are you with me or are you all lost? Do you recall anything? Something is coming back to your heads. Therefore, now atitaha is denoting the karta. So who is atitaha? One who has transcended. Without going further, atitaha is one who has transcended. What is it transcended? Dvandvam. Therefore, dvandvam atitaha dvandvatitaha. What kind of compound now?
Dvitiya.
Tatpurusha. Now I'll add one more. Dvitiya tatpurushaha. Why? Because the word in the beginning is in second case. Tatpurusha tells you it's Uttarapada Pradhan. What is the extra? The relationship between the Purvapada and Uttarapada is through a second case. Does it make sense? If it's not clear, please ask, okay? There is no problem if you want to ask. Yes, Deepti.
Swamiji, could it be plural also, like we said, dvandvan, atitaha?
Why not? Is there a rule it should not be plural? No. See, I'm keeping Vigravaka simple. But you can make it. You want to have two also, you can make. Doesn't matter. Karma can be 1, 2, or 3. Doesn't matter.
That will depend on the sentence where it is located.
Context.
Context.
Context. Overall context. And probably subject matter. Where we are dealing. Context ultimately. So keep two things in mind. One is context. Second is vivakshataha karakani. This is again a golden rule. Vivakshataha karakani. What does it mean? The words you use depend on the intention of the speaker. What is the purpose of words? To understand what the speaker is trying to communicate. So what's the first thing I should try to understand? Kim vivaksha. What is his intention to communicate? It may be coming through body language too. It could be coming on top of whole old context. So vivakshataha karakani. So you can use different karakas depending on your choice. You can make something a karma. You can make something a apadana sometimes. Sometimes you can make something a karta. And though it's a karta, you can present him as a karma. You can do a lot of funny things. That is, a lot is in your hand. It's not all simple. Because the language is so rich. One can indicate different things by their choice. But don't get too worried about it, saying then Swami, how will you understand? You understand by going with the flow. Okay? You're not lost. But I'm just saying you can't conclude anything. Vivakshataha karakani. Okay. So karana vivakshayam, I can use karma. Though it's a karana, I can present it as a karma. It's possible. Because that's how I want to see it. You see it as an instrument, I see it as something else. Say, for example, Pachelimani Masha. You'll never heard this probably, okay? It doesn't matter. There's another pratyaya called Kelimar. Elimar. Elima. Similar to Kritya. Okay? So, Pachelimani means that which cooks. Pacha dhatu. Plus Kelimar pratyaya. Pachelimaha Mashaha. Not sure of the gender, okay, offhand. But what it means is this. They are very easy to cook. It is used like Kartari Bhava. Karma Kartari, it's called. So I'm just saying, funny things can be done, okay? Depends on what the person is trying to say. Right? But therefore, somebody says fifth case. Like Harsha said, I was thinking of fifth case, correct? For this Dvandva Atita. Correct? Why? You must have a good reason.
From that,
It's coming from there, correct?
separate
but
from that,
Free from that.
free from that.
From. You brought the word from. Correct. You brought the word from. But Atita is that which is transmitted. It's a karmaka. Therefore, I have to bring in a subject also, an object for it. So I'm saying some reasoning will be there. Sometimes you may not find a reasoning also. I may not have, it may just be the karaka of the workshop of the person. You never know. Right? It is not to make you feel uncomfortable, just to say that mind should be open for all possibilities. Okay. Don't close. Yes, Deepti.
Swamiji, I had a question here. So here, Dvandvat Atita could not be the a possibility because Atita has to have the object in the second case only. The first word in the
Yeah,
second.
possibly. But all I'm saying is, for me, the more simpler answer is this. Atita compound that second case. I know the rule. Panini's rule is there. Okay. I don't have to go further. I'm not going purely with Karaka understanding. I know there's a rule and I'm helping you digest it. Okay.
And suppose it's like Dvanda Vimuktaha, then we can make Dvandvat Vimuktaha.
Dvandvair vimuktaha dukha sukha sukha dukha sangyaihi. Have you heard that in Gita or not? Dvandvaihi vimuktaha. Now, vimuktaha, right, is what?
No, there it will be Bahuvrihi.
No, don't get it wrong.
The person who is free.
Actually, dvandvaihi vimuktaha is two words. There is no compound at all. Okay? There is no compound. Dvandvair vimuktaha. Dvandvaihi vimuktaha. Both plural. But suppose I want to make a compound of that and it's allowed, then I would make what? What would be the compound?
Karmadhara.
No. Dvandvaihi vimuktaha. How karmadharaya? Karmadharaya means both of same. Dvandvaihi vimuktaha. How will you make a compound?
No, no.
Drop the case endings. What are the two pratipadikas?
Dvanda and
Dvandva and vimukta. Combine them. What will you get?
Dvanda.
Dvandva vimuktaha. That's what you will get. And what does it mean? Now, Vigraha Vakya is what? Dvandvaihi vimuktaha. Leave the number out. Okay? Dvandvaihi vimuktaha. Is it wrong? No, it's not wrong. That is the Vivaksha. Now, how will you understand this? Vimuktaha. Vimuktaha is sitting there. Kta pratyaya. Okay? Karmani. Who is the karta? Tritiya.
Oh.
The Dvandvas have given this fellow up.
Oh.
He has not given up Dvandva. Dvandvas have given him up. Okay? So you have all possibilities. All right? As I said, keep your minds open. Not closed, open, yet gathering something as we go. That's the way to go. Okay?
Thank you so much.
All right. So I think Kala has already come. I had a long list thinking we'll have more time, but we'll play with them when we meet next time. Okay. So any questions? Easy class today, right? Not hard, but a lot has been said. Easy listening, it is good. Easy understanding is also good, but get the understanding to you. But pradhana is very important. And what is bahuri, what is tatpurusha, that difference is very critical. That the number and gender will help you determine it is also very critical. No. Because there are certain words which will not fit anywhere else except as bahuri. You know? So, because the gender of the Uttarapada is not the gender of the compound, you will see that. You will see that time and again. No? So, like you say, Satyanishtaha. Satyanishtaha. What are the two words? Yes, Santosh.
Satya and Nishtha.
Second word is what? Correct. Say it clearly.
Nishtha.
What is the gender and number?
1
Gender. Lingam.
Female. Feminine.
Akaranta Strilinga. All right.
Akara.
Now I'm giving a word. What was the word I gave you?
Satyanishtha.
Satyanishtha.
Satyanishtha. Oh,
Now, you tell me, what kind of compound can it be?
Bahuvrihi.
Why?
The one who has like no.
I'm not asking the meaning. Why Bahuvri? Give me a clinching reason. Why Bahuvri? Think. What did I just mention? What is the gender? Yes, Vanamali.
Anyapada pradhana.
Good. Vanamali, you have raised your hand.
Yeah.
Please unmute. Yeah.
Nishtaha should be in first case. Nishta should have been there, but Nishtaha is there, na?
Correct. But Nishtha is Nitya Strilinga, right?
Correct.
So how can it change its gender? It cannot change
gender.
its gender, right? Then
Yeah.
how come you have a different gender? Which means it is not Uttarapada Pradhanam. Clear?
Oh. Right.
It is qualifying a person, a
Person.
male.
Mhm.
Therefore, it is saying Nishthaha, Satya Nishthaha, Kaha Satya Harish Chandraha. But suppose it is talking of a lady who is Satyanishtha. What will it be? Satyanishtha. And suppose it's talking of a kula, a family whose value is Satyam. It will be Satyanishtham. So, say, already you know is what? You should know two things now. Nishtha is feminine. This you should know. There is no word Nishtha in the language you should know by itself. If you see Nishtha, it is part of a compound, you will know. And it cannot be Tatpurusha or Dvandva, you will know. Therefore, what can it be? Parisheshyat Bahuvrihi. You understand how we negotiate our way? This will help you a lot. This understanding that the gender is a significant aspect in getting things. Yes, Priyanka, you have a question?
Yeah, so we can remove, like we add stri pratyaya to a masculine word. So we can do the other way also. So from
No,
nish.
the way it works is this. Fair enough, your question is valid. Now, the way it works is this. When you're doing this Bahurihi, when this feminine is there, you have to drop it when, you'll drop pratyas. We'll look into detail when we go later. But yes, your question is valid and it has to happen that way. Because what is it really, Nishtha, if you want to understand? It is me plus Shtha Dhatu and a pratyaya, probably Ang, I don't remember offhand. A pratyaya is there. Then you add a top, it makes no difference. It's not just feminine pratyaya added. That word Nishtha itself happens to be like that. And for that, there is some concept called Bhashita Pumska. I'm not getting details here, okay, right now. But all I'm saying is, there are certain words where you can drop, not all. In some words, you can't drop the ending. In some, you can. But if you find a feminine word sitting as masculine or neuter, you can say that it cannot be a Tatpurusha. It cannot be a Dvandva. Therefore, Parisheshyat Bahuvrihi eva Bahuvrihi eva syat. Okay. So think these are all matters to spend some time thinking about. What I might do is this. I might put the extra words, okay, which I was intended for you to look at in the document. Okay, somebody asked me and said, Swami, there's no document for the last two classes. Look at the names carefully, you'll find them, okay? Not there, it's there. So I will put the list of words also there. So you have some homework to play with in your head, okay? So next time you will come better prepared. Okay? Let's start now. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om Any questions still? Or shall we stop? You have questions, I'll still answer them. Oh, Deepthi, you have a question. Ask.
Swamiji, I have a question related to this only. Like when I said like dvandvena atitaha, and then when we were talking dvandvaihi,
But not atitaha, muktaha. Okay. Let's get that word, second word also cleared up.
the tritiya cannot.
And I changed the context. I said it is given up by dvandvas. You don't give up. You don't give up. The
Okay,
dvandvas gave you up. I changed the meaning too. Keep note of that too. Now you have a question still you ask.
No, I got it.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Swamiji used to Puji Swamiji used to appreciate, this kind of things. He would say, look, you don't give up duality, okay? Duality gives you up. Because the wake of knowledge has no place to survive. So these things are gems, okay? It makes my day when I remember them. So through a compound also you can see some gems of Advaita coming out. All right.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Yeah, you're welcome.